how to deal with the rain, right? Well, good morning. So we're going to start our practice just seated for a moment. So I'm seated with my knees bent and my sit bones are on my heels. My spine is long, neck is long, and the crown of my head is going towards the ceiling. And I'm just starting to notice. I notice the room that I'm in. I notice the lighting. I notice the temperature of the air, sounds. I notice my breath, the rise and fall of my chest, air coming in through my nose, out through my mouth. I notice the sound that the air makes in the back of my mouth, back part of my throat, that ocean sound. Take the right hand and place it at the center of your chest over your sternum. And take your left hand and place it on top of your right. Drawing your mind inward towards your body. Scan your body, starting from your toes, all the way up through the crown of your head. And just notice what your body feels like at this time, in this present moment. This is the body we have. This is the body we are going to practice with this morning. Just practice connecting a movement with the breath. Take the arms out to the side, palms facing up. In one breath, bring the arms up overhead. So breathe in. Touch your fingertips, pause. Reverse your hands and exhale all the way down. Fingertips touch the mat. Let's do that again. Reverse the hands, palms up. Inhale, hands up overhead. Reach your fingertips towards the ceiling. Touch your fingertips together. Reverse the hands. Exhale all the way down, palms to the floor. Place your hands on your right thigh. Give a gentle twist to the right. And a gentle twist to the left. Exhale, come center. I have my blanket and I have 2 blocks. And I'm going to come to a lying down position. So I'm lying on my back. Let's find ourselves on our backs. Palms are facing up in a Shavasana pose. Let's bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor, wrap your hands around your knees and pull the knees in towards your chest. Roll side to side. Maybe put your hands on top of your knees and push your knees away and over to the left and over to the right and back in towards your chest, so you're doing big circles with your knees. Go one way, go the other. Very nice. Bring the soles of your feet back to the floor. Straighten the left leg and wrap your fingers around the back of your right knee and pull that in. And then straighten the right leg to the extent that you can. And then bend that right leg again. And then straighten the right leg. Now this time, bring the shoulders up off of the mat. And if you can, grab your calf, or maybe grab your ankle and pull that in. Pull that leg in towards your nose. So your knee is going towards your nose. And then slowly climb your way back down your leg, bend the knee, extend that right leg out to the end of the mat. Wrap your fingers around behind your left knee. And then straighten the left knee, straighten the left leg as you pull that in towards your chin. Bend the left leg again. Now straighten the left leg one more time. And then start to climb up your leg, bringing your shoulders up off of the mat. And you're climbing your calf, bringing your hands to your ankle. Maybe some of you can bring your hands to your toes. I'm gently pulling my ankle towards the back wall. Nose towards the knee. And then climb back down. Bend the left leg. And extend that to the end of the mat. So let's lift the right leg. Lift your shoulders off. Grab the back of your thigh. Now let's keep our shoulders off of the mat as we exchange legs. So I'm bringing my right leg down, left leg up. Left leg down, right leg up. And I'm putting my hands behind my calf every time my leg comes up. Left leg down, right leg up. And you can do as many of these as you want to. Waking up the abs. Lengthening the hamstrings. Let's do one or two more. And then lower the shoulders to the mat, lower the legs to the mat. And we're back in our Shavasana pose. That's redundant. Shavasana, asana, pose. Let's bend the knees, bringing the soles of the feet to the floor. Take your left ankle and place it on top of your right knee, so we have a figure 4. Take your left hand and place it on your left knee and just gently push that left knee away. Putting your mind and your body where you feel resistance. Maybe you feel like you can push this knee and open this hip a little bit more, or not. Take your fingers and wrap them around behind your right knee, and you're going to pull that knee in towards your head, in towards the back wall, while you still have your ankle on that right knee. If it's in your practice, you can straighten the right foot, or the right leg, I should say, bringing the right foot up towards the ceiling. If it's in your practice, you can bring your shoulders up off of the mat, pulling that all in towards center. And bend the right knee, bring the sole of the foot back to the floor. Keep your ankle on your knee. And let's bring the left foot over to the right side. So I'm twisting and bringing my right knee down and my left foot down. Now I'm going to grab my left ankle with my right hand and just pull that so that the knee is going directly up towards the ceiling. Bring your left arm out to the side and notice where you feel a stretch here. So my right hip is on the floor, my left hip is up, and I'm pulling my ankle towards me, but not all the way towards me, just so that my knee is straight. Taking a deep breath, exhale, come all the way back up, and you'll notice that maybe your ankle is a little bit lower than your knee now. That's okay. But take the sole of your left foot and place it on the mat. Take your right ankle and place it on your left knee. Take your right hand and push that right knee away. And we're constantly noticing in yoga how one side of the body is different from the other. For me, this side of is flexible, but that's okay. Take your fingers and wrap them around the back of your left knee and bring that knee in towards your head, towards the back wall. If in your practice you can straighten the left leg, bringing the sole of the feet towards the ceiling. You can also bring your shoulders up off the mat and bring everything in towards center. Taking a deep breath, bend the left leg, bring the sole of the foot back to the floor. And then bring the sole of the right foot over to the left, so we're twisting towards the left. I'm grabbing my right ankle with my left hand, extending my right arm out to the side, pulling my right ankle in so that my knee is going straight towards the ceiling, and noticing that stretch. Both my shoulders are on the floor. My right hip is up off the floor. I'm on my left hip. Taking a deep breath. And an exhale. Let's come back up. And then bring the sole of the right foot back to the mat. Bring the sole of your feet together, soles of your feet together in a reclining butterfly. So my knees are opening, my hips are opening wide, soles of my feet are touching. Just letting gravity kind of pull our knees down, allowing our legs to open up. If you want to, you can gently place your hands. Oh, my hands reach just a little bit below my knees on my thighs. I'm just applying a little bit of weight there so that my legs open up a little bit more. And then bring both knees back together slowly. Let's come into a tabletop. So bringing the legs up with your knees bent, and place both hands on your knees. And I'm going to push my knees into my hands and my hands into my knees and bring my shoulders up off of the mat. And hold. And then release your shoulders back down to the mat. Press your hands in your knees, knees into your hands. Bring the shoulders up. And push. Maybe you have some shaking going on. That's quite all right. And then release. And release your feet to the floor. Maybe a windshield wiper side to side if you want to. And bring your legs up into tabletop again. Knees are bent. Place your hands on the top of your knees. And now push your knees into your hands again. And we're going to extend the right leg and the right arm out as you're pushing with your left hand and left knee. And bring that back in. Push with your right hand, right knee, and extend your left leg and left arm. Ooh. Do a couple of these on your own. And it's same leg, same arm. And the other arm and leg are pushing into each other. And my shoulders are still on the floor. One or two more. And then bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Let's wrap our hands around our knees, bring the knees in towards the chest, and start to roll forward up to the feet, and then roll back. So we're rolling on our spine, giving our spine a nice morning massage. One more roll. Grab my hat, and I'm up in a seated position. I'm going to cross my legs and come over my ankles into a tabletop position with my arms at the top of the mat. Finding your tabletop with your shoulders over your wrists, hips are over your knees, feet are uncurled so the tops of your feet are on the mat. And just finding your space here, bringing your belly button in towards the spine, engaging the abs, rolling your arms out so that the eye of the elbow is pointed forwards. So you can roll this way, and you can, I'm rolling my arm externally so that the elbow is facing forward. And that brings my shoulder blades down off of my back as well. Let's curl the toes under, lift the knees, and push back into a down dog. Pedal the feet. So I'm lifting one heel and replacing it, lifting the other heel, lengthening my calves and my hamstring. You can always go down onto your forearms if this is too much for your wrists. Now let's come up on the toes and tippy toe all the way to the top of the mat. And we're in our forward fold. Let's come all the way up Bringing your head up last, chin on your chest. Roll your shoulders back a couple of times. And then we are in mountain pose at the top of our mat. Bring your hands to prayer. Arms out to the side and up overhead. Breathe in. Bend the knees forward, fold. Exhale. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands to the top of the mat. Bring the left leg to the back of the mat. Drop the left knee, uncurl the toes, come up into kneeling crescents. Just hold here for 2 breaths. Bring the hands back to the top of the mat, uncurl the toes, lift the knee, bring the right foot to the back of the mat. Going to move some stuff out of the way. So we're in a plank pose. We're going to go into chaturanga. So pivot forward over your toes and then slowly lower yourself down. You can lower yourself all the way down to the mat or hover just above the mat. Uncurl the toes, come up into either cobra or upward dog. And then push back into down dog. Let's lift the left leg up in the air. Bend the knee, open the hip to the left. Try to get some height from that left leg. Square the hips. Come up on your right toes. Bring the left knee to your chest. Look at the top of the mat and bring that left foot to the top of the mat. Bring the right knee to the mat. Uncurl the toes and come up into kneeling crescent on the right side. Hold here for 2 breaths. And bring your hands to the top of the mat. Uncurl the toes, lift the knee. Bring the right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side and up overhead. And then bring the hands to heart center. Exhale. Arms out to the side and up overhead. Breathe in. Bend the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands to the top of the mat. Right leg to the back of the mat. Bring the knee to the mat. Uncurl the toes. Come up into kneeling crescent. Now bring the hands forward and bring the palms of your hands together. Really extending your arms out so that just shoulder blades roll off the sides of your back. Let's bring the right arm all the way back. So we're kind of in a kneeling warrior 2. Bring that right hand back forward. Left hand goes all the way back. And let's bring that hand forward. Bring the hands to the top of the mat and curl the toes. Left leg to the back of the mat. Roll over the toes forward. Come down in your chaturanga. Elbows are right next to your ribs. Come up into up dog or cobra. And push back into your down dog. Let's lift the right leg. Bend the knee. Open the hip to the right. Try to get some height from that right leg. Square the hips, come up on your left toes. Bring the right knee to the chest, look at the top of the mat. And then bring the right foot to the top of the mat. Left knee to the mat, uncurl the toes. Come up into our kneeling crescent. And hands go forward. Bring the palms of the hands together. Reach the fingertips forward. Left arm comes all the way back into our kneeling warrior two. Bring that hand forward. Right arm goes all the way back. And exhale, bring that arm forward, hands to the top of the mat. Uncurl the toes. And we're going to bring the right foot back and bring our knees to the floor. Back toes touch and push back into child's pose. Hands are above our head. Let's bring the right hand over to about 1 o'clock and then bring the left hand and place it on top of the right. So we're opening up and expanding the ribs on the left side, trying to keep your sit bones on your heels. If you need to adjust your arms, adjust your arms. Let's bring the left hand over to about 11 o'clock. Right hand goes on top of left, opening up and expanding the ribs on the right side. Taking in deep breaths, noticing how that expands your ribs. Taking a deep breath. And an exhale, bring your hands back to center. Now start to walk your hands back towards your knees, and you're going to bring your torso up into like a seated position. And then curl the toes under and push back into a deep squat at the back of the mat. So if you need to place a block underneath you to sit on to help you support, if this is bothering your knees and you need to come up a little bit, so all you do is put that block underneath your sit bones to help support you. And your feet should be flat. We should not be on our on our tiptoes. So if you're finding that you can't go all the way down and put your feet flat, and that's another indication you might need a block to sit on. Elbows are on the inside of our knees, hands to prayer, bringing the hands in towards the chest so that the elbows push the knees away. And my knees are tracking over my feet, which are at like a 45-degree angle away from my body, externally rotated out. And just being here in this squat, in this garland pose, bring your mind to where you feel resistance, where you feel sensation, and just notice it. Notice how your body is reacting to being in this position. And let's raise the right heel and lean over into the right side. So I'm coming up on my tippy toes on my right side and leaning into that and letting the weight of my torso help lengthen my Achilles, my calf. Let's come back to center. Exhale. Inhale, go over to the left, raising the left heel, coming up onto the left toes. And you can play with this. And come back to center, go over to the right again. Go over to the left again. And come back to center. Now you might need a block for this next one. Or you can stay with hands in prayer. Let's bring the right knee down to the mat. So I'm bringing my right knee down towards the mat. And bring that right knee up. Now let's bring the left knee down to the mat. And you notice that I'm trying to keep my torso straight. I'm not leaning forward. Bring the knee back up. Right knee down to the mat. Right knee up. Left knee down to the mat. Left knee up. Let's do one more each side. Right knee down. And left knee down. Now let's come back to center. Bring the hands forward. Walk your hands all the way out, coming back into our tabletop. Collect your block. Bring it to the top of the mat. That's a lot of hip work. You should be noticing something. I sure do. So bringing your hips side to side, doing some tail swishes. Maybe shake your legs out. Let's curl the toes under, lift the knees, push back into a down dog. Let's raise the right leg up in the air, coming into our three-legged dog. Come up on your toes, bring that knee to the chest, and then right foot to the top of the mat. And I'm going to pause here. I have my 2 blocks handy. And right here, I'm going to push up into Warrior 3. So I'm pushing with my back leg, using my blocks as balance, and push up into Warrior 3. So my left leg is coming up as high as I can, bringing my torso almost at a 90 degree to the floor. Not quite. Hands are back. Hands can be on your hips. Hands can be on your blocks, giving you more stability. And let's come back down, bend the front knee, bringing that left foot back to the mat. And hands to the top of the mat. Right leg goes to the back of the mat. And let's go through our chaturanga, our vinyasa. Push forward, come all the way down to the mat or into your chaturanga. Come up into cobra or up dog and push back into down dog. Left leg to the air, as much height as you can. Come up on your right tiptoes, left knee to the chest. Look at the top of the mat, left foot to the top of the mat. Grab your blocks if you need them. And use your back leg to propel you up into Warrior 3 on the left side. Hands on hips, hands in back. You can airplane your hands out. If you bring your hands forward, there's a lot of ab work being done. Hands on blocks for stability. Flex that back foot. One more breath. Bend the knee, exhale, bring that back foot to the floor. And then bring that left foot back to the back of the mat. Come forward into your chaturanga, lower down. Come up into up dog. And push back into down dog. Now let's add to that. And at any point you can pause. You don't have to go further. Let's lift the right leg in the air as high as you can go. Come up on your left tippy toes. Bring the knee to the chest. And then the right foot to the top of the mat. I just had to catch my breath there for a second. So we're in our runner's lunge. Let's push up into Warrior 3. Now bring your hands to prayer and your thumbs at heart center. And let's raise the torso and bringing the knee up in front of us. in a stork pose or crane or one of those one-legged bird poses. And let's hold right here and start to bend forward again, bringing the left leg back into warrior three. If you need your blocks for stability, bend the front leg, bring the left foot to the mat, hands to the top of the mat, right foot to the back of the mat, go through your vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Let's raise the left leg in the air as high as you can. Come up on your right toes, bring the left knee to your chest, look at the top of the mat, left foot to the top of the mat. And using our right leg, let's propel ourselves up into warrior three. Hands to prayer at heart center. Start to raise the torso up, bringing that right knee up into our one-legged bird pose, egret, stork, whatever. Holding, taking a deep breath. Exhale, rebend the torso, coming back into warrior three. Bend the front leg, come back into our runner's lunge. Hands at the top of the mat. Bring that left leg back. Knees to the mat. Back toes touch and come back into our child's pose. Just for a moment. Let's come up into our tabletop. Have a block prepared at the top of your mat. Roll the toes under, lift the knees, push back into down dog. Just pause here for a moment. So we're heading towards half moon. Let's raise the right leg up in the air. Come up on your left tiptoes. Bring the foot to the top of the mat. And push up into warrior three. Bring your hands to prayer. Bring the torso up. And the knee up into our stork pose. Now bend forward, coming back into our warrior three. Now if you have a block at the top of the mat, place your hand on the block. And then let's take the left arm and open up into half moon. Bringing that shoulder back, left shoulder back. Left leg is as high as we can. Engage the left leg and it'll help you raise it. And then bring that all back towards center. Bend the front leg. Return the left foot to the mat. Hands to the top of the mat. Right leg to the back of the mat. Go through your vinyasa. Up dog. Down dog. And we're in our down dog. Let's raise the left leg to the sky. Come up on your toes. Bring the left foot to the top of the mat. And push up into warrior three. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Bring your torso up. And your right knee up into our stork pose, egret pose, flamingo pose. And bend back into warrior three. Grab your block if you need it. And then let's raise that right arm up and open up to half moon on the left side. And bring that right arm back down. Bend the front leg, bringing the right foot to the floor, hands to the top of the mat. Extend the left leg to the back of the mat. Bring both knees to the mat. Touch your toes and push back into child's pose. Just a few breaths here in child's pose. Come up on your knees. Cross your ankles. Push your hips back over your ankles and into a seated position. So we're in a seated forward fold. Just walk our hands towards our ankles. If it's in your practice, you can bend your knees and place your chest on your thighs as you come forward, keeping your back long. Bending your knees and placing your chest on your thighs keeps your back honest, so you're not curving your back. If you have your knees bent, try lengthening one leg, lengthening the other, keeping your back exactly where it was. Taking a deep breath. On an exhale, come all the way back up. And slowly start to lower your back to the mat. Yeah, we're going to bring our head to the mat last. Let's bend the knees, bring the soles of your feet to the floor. If you need to grab a block, actually grab a block. And with our knees bent and soles of our feet on the floor, I'm going to slip this block underneath my tailbone, so it's underneath my hips, between my hips and my pelvis and the floor. And it's in a nice comfortable position right at the top of my tailbone. Place your hands palm down next to your body, and then bring your knees up to tabletop, and then extend your feet all the way to the ceiling. If you don't have a block, you can go find a wall and just bring your legs up the wall as well. So I'm finding that sweet spot where I don't have to think about my legs. They're not going over my head. They're not going too far towards the back wall or the front wall, the wall underneath my feet. They're just floating there in that nice Lagrange point of gravity where they're just there. And I'm letting the bones fall into the hip sockets, femurs. Taking a breath. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor, remove the block. Wrap your hands around your knees, pull them in towards your chest, towards your armpit one more time. Roll side to side one more time. Extend the heels to the corners of the mat and come into Shavasana. Hands are by your side with the palms facing towards the ceiling. And starting to let gravity help your body melt into the floor. Put your mind into your feet. Maybe you need to let your feet flop to either side. Bring your mind up to your knees. Hips. Up to your shoulders. Noticing what's happening between your hips and your shoulders. Just letting that melt into the mat. Noticing your arms and your fingers. Going up through your neck to your face. Face muscles are relaxed. Jaw is relaxed. Eyes are closed or open, but they're just relaxed and falling into the sockets. And there's nothing to do right here but notice. We were so intent on our mind being in our body, getting into poses. And now that we're on our back, we're starting to notice our breath. Maybe thoughts are seeping back in. Take a step back and let the thoughts pass you by. Start to bring your mind back into your body. Bring your mind to your toes, wiggle your toes. Bring your mind to your fingers, move your fingers. You have an option to bring your hands overhead and hook your thumbs together, give yourself a big body stretch. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Roll over to the right side, cradle your head on your bicep. And just pause here in this fetal position. And start to make your way up to a comfortable seated position, top of your mat, or on your mat somewhere. Bring your hands to prayer, thumbs at your sternum, at your heart center, bow your head. And at the end of practice, I like to find gratitude. Gratitude for the space, gratitude for the time to practice, gratitude for my body that is able to move and able to assume these poses. Gratitude for my mind. Gratitude for all the people that support me. And now here's the hard part, carrying this practice out into your life. Being present, being aware. When something happens, being able to pause in that gap between that something happening and your reaction. And this is what the practice is all about. Bringing awareness to the present moment. Taking a deep breath. Exhale. Thank you for joining me this morning. Hope the rest of your day goes well.